comes from Elise Block. She's from Philadelphia, an assistant professor who voted for Hillary Clinton last time.
Hi. Mr. President. I was born with a disease called sarcoidosis. And from the day I was born, I was considered uninsurable. That disease started in my skin, moved to my eyes, into my optic nerves, and when I went to graduate school, into my brain. When it hit my brain, I was automatically eligible for disability for the rest of my life. I chose instead to get a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a PhD, and become a professor.
Great.
It is great, except I still have similar healthcare problems. It costs me, with co-pays, I'm still paying almost $7,000 a year in addition to the copay, and should pre-existing conditions, which Obamacare brought to fruition, be removed?
No.
Please stop and let me finish my question, sir. Should that be removed within a 36 to 72-hour period without my medication, I will be dead. And I want to know what it is that you're going to do to assure that people like me who work hard, we do everything we're supposed to do, can stay insured. It's not my fault that I was born with this disease. It's not my fault that I'm a black woman and in the medical community I'm minimized and not taken seriously. I want to know what you are going to do about that.
So, first of all, I hope you are taken seriously. I hope you are. And we are not going to hurt anything having to do with pre-existing conditions. We're not going to hurt pre-existing conditions. And in fact, just the opposite. If you look at what they want to do, where they have socialized medicine, they will get rid of pre-existing conditions. If they go into Medicare for All, which is socialized medicine, and you can forget about your doctors and your plans, just like you could forget under President Obama. He said you can have your doctor, you can have your plan, and that turned out to be a lie. And he said it 28 different times, at least. We have 28 different times. You can have your doctor, you can have your plan. Well, it's not true. But what we're doing is we're going to be doing a health care plan, pre-existing, protecting people with pre-existing conditions. As an example, yourself, it sounds like that's exactly perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're going to be doing a health care plan very strongly and protect people with pre-existing conditions. I will say this, they will not do that because they have socialized.
I have to stop you there.
I
just have to stop you there because it's just on a couple of points. Number one, Joe Biden has ran against Medicare for All in the primaries, but much more importantly, Obamacare guaranteed people with pre-existing conditions could buy insurance, guaranteed they could buy it at the same price as everyone else, guaranteed a package of essential benefits, guaranteed that insurance companies couldn't put a lifetime limit on those benefits. You fought to repeal Obamacare. You are arguing.
Well, I essentially did.
You're arguing in the Supreme Court right now to strike it down. That would do away with pre-existing conditions.
So that we can do new health care.
But you've been promising a new health care plan. I interviewed you in June of last year. You said the health care plan would come in 2 weeks. You told Chris Wallace that this summer it would come in 3 weeks. You promised an executive order on pre-existing.
I have it already.
But you've been trying to strike down pre-existing conditions.
I have it already, and it's a much better plan for you, and it's a much better plan. And
what is
it? You say Obamacare, I got rid of the individual mandate, which is the worst part of Obamacare.
You're striking down the whole law.
Wouldn't pertain to you, but it pertained to a lot of people where they were going literally bust because they didn't want to have health insurance and they were paying for it anyway, and it was no good. Obamacare was a disaster. Obamacare is too expensive. The premiums are too high. It's a total disaster. You're going to have new health care. And the pre-existing condition aspect of it will always be in my plan, and I've said that loud and clear.
But you haven't come up with it.
And we got rid of the individual mandate, which essentially ended Obamacare. And I had a decision
only
to make.
because you're arguing
George,
for it.
I had a decision to make. Do I run? We gutted out the worst parts of Obamacare. Now I have to make this decision. This is three years ago. Do we run Obamacare well and do a good job and do the best, even though it's never going to be very good? Or do we let it run badly? Probably letting it run badly would have been.
Okay, so now, she's being lionized everywhere. She's on Twitter. She did basically all the Trump-hating newspapers and the left-leaning newspapers. She's all over the place. CNN is covering her. she's their new star. But really, to be honest, she is just a Trump hater. I really don't think she's there to necessarily ask a question. She's probably just there to bash the president, to relieve her frustrations, you know. She's going there, she's thinking, oh, I'm going to go there and I'm going to let it out. She ain't my president. She ain't my president. Obama my president. I'm going to just go there and I'm going to lay it out on him. You know, she just looks like she hates Trump. And, you know, you can see it in her eyes, the way her eyes bulges when she's talking to the president. But, you know, I mean, this is, you know, it's, so many people probably hate the president, but really, I think it's just decent to show some respect when you're speaking to the president. Like the left tries to preach about decency and respect and humanity, but this, you know, I mean, she's a professor. She can show a little bit better example to whatever, maybe her students or, you know, many generations that the Democrats say they care about. So this was just purely Trump hate. There's really nothing to put it to it, you know. You know me. I'm stop and let me finish. Yeah, well, you know, so this is what we have to deal with, really. And I can 100% predict she will be on CNN. She will be in one of these left-leaning news shows very in the next few days, probably within a week. I guarantee she'll be on CNN. She'll be facing Don Lemon, probably. She'll be facing Don Lemon, who will be asking her, so when you're asking that question, what was going through your mind? What was going through your mind? Don, thank you for having me on. What was going through my mind? Don, thank you for having me on. So she's the new darling of the left. She'll have her fame for the next, I guess, a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then she will fade out like everybody else. But this is just disrespect to the president, and it's something that we should not teach our children, or we should not strive to be. It's good to at least show some respect when you're in front of the president, whether you like him or not. But hey, this is the world we are living in. This is 2020 America. Thank you very much. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit the unlike button if you don't like the video. Leave a comment, and we will see you soon.